God of War Chains of Olympus is taking place before God of War 1. It's kind of telling the tale of Kratos' service to the gods and sort of his beginning of seeing the cracks in their loyalties, you know, and starting to see how he is being manipulated by everyone within the pantheon of gods. So it's a little bit more of a personal tale, telling more about what his life before his service to the gods was about. Well, there's definitely a lot of transitions going from PS2 to PSP. The guys at Ready at Dawn have an incredible group of programmers that put together an engine that really maximizes everything that God of War is all about and really kind of utilizes the system really well. So, you know, when looking at it, it's like there really was nobody else that could have done this game and get it to feel the way that it needs to feel. Obviously, from a controller standpoint, there's a lot less buttons that you have to deal with. And we used every button in God of War, sometimes multiple times. So controller map is a big deal on this game. Figuring out what the best situation for every one of the buttons is, that's still kind of an ongoing process. Just like in God of War, even in 2, we were arranging and rearranging the buttons all the way up in like January of '07. So it's a constant ongoing process. But definitely the transition from an artistic standpoint almost feels seamless. You know, the stuff that they're able to do with this is absolutely amazing. From the sort of big, epic nature, the sort of operatic storytelling that we do within God of War universe, we're kind of repeating that in the PSP version. You're going to be fighting these massive monsters that are like 10 times the size of Kratos. The same sort of context-sensitive interactions, that integration of story into gameplay to really make you feel like you're not just, okay, I've gotten to this point, I'm watching a cinematic, all right, now I do something. You know, everything is really woven into the game exactly how we do it on the PS2, and bringing in all these new fresh ideas. You know, Ready at Dawn's got some really great stuff that they've been putting together, and it's exploring aspects that we haven't explored on God of War 1 or God of War 2. And what we've kind of always said about this is it's one big story, and each one of these games is really filling in an aspect of the story, the overarching story, that if we do get to finish and make a God of War 3, it's really going to complete the entire story, and all of these things will tie in. So it's not an expansion pack, and it's not just some sort of like port over or anything like that. So with God of War PSP, we're looking at a 2007 release date, no commitment on when specifically that's going to happen, but you're going to see a lot more of the game when we come over to E3. Hopefully we're going to be having a demo coming out. We don't know specifically when we're going to have that, but you're going to get to play a lot more of the game and see a lot more of the game. So stay tuned.